Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just going to be playing some more Killing Floor 2 and just talking about stuff. So, yeah, I'll stop rambling and we'll get right into it. Ooh, yeah, boy. Where are we? Oh, man. I know. I said I was going to do Hatchet. Oh, wait. Thanks for chilling, by the way. As always. I almost forgot. Sorry. I really do mean it. I know I said I was going to do a Hatchet 3 video today, but I'm going to do that on Monday. Today we'll talk about another movie that has something to do with this. Yeah. I don't know. I was sick all week. Sorry, there was only one video on Monday, and I know that that video was kind of crappy. It's a great movie, though. I mean, I would say watch it. You know, it's fun. It's good. People under the stairs. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I've been sick all week. If you can't still hear it, my voice, I've been just slacking off. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim. I'm sick. I hate life right now. Let's just go. Let's go to fucking Skyrim where things are just better. I don't know. I would totally play that game and do similar shit to this if you guys were down for it. I think my computer can handle recording that at the same time. I don't see why it wouldn't be able to. Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't play it really, kinda. I mean, I just create an overpowered fucking character, exploits, and then just do whatever, just so I don't have to worry about fucking dying as I talk about shit. I mean, I do that stuff for fun anyway, but it would actually work doing this, because then, you know, I don't have to worry about dying, unless it's something ridiculous. Yeah, like yesterday. Ooh, or no, the day before, I made a wizard. I made Gandalf, the high elf, and it's Gandalf, but it's like Dolph Lundgren. I made him a Chad. He's beefy. He's got a great jawline, perfect eyes. He's a 10 out of 10. And then just the other day, I made a wood elf and did that whole sneak exploit. If you don't know, if you don't know, which I mean, I don't know. If you know Skyrim, you should know. But then in the tutorial section, there's a bear where they teach you how to sneak, right? Well, if you like just are like within vision of the bear, even though the bear's sleeping, but if you're like within sight of it and you just crouch and walk into a wall, and then just auto walk for like fucking 10 hours, you'll get your sneak skill up to all the way to 100%. There's so many ways of like just fudging things in that game. Like normally. Like just using it as normal mechanics. Not even just like what is it called? The restoration loop or whatever. Not even, or not restoration. What is it called? I can't remember now. The loop with the alchemy. Where you could just like make things stupidly overpowered. I can't remember what it's called, but I've done it. It's a pain in the nuts. If you just start a file and do it, yeah, you gotta like level up first. It's definitely like a thing that you can get away with easier, I think, mid-game. But anyway, now to a movie that I watched the other night that I wasn't planning on talking about until I realized this was the whole catalyst of the movie. This was the whole catalyst of the movie. I figured it out. I don't know. I don't think it's said, but, I don't know. Have you guys seen the Friday the 13th that came out in 2009? That movie wouldn't have happened. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of would have happened. The mom still got fucking decapitated in the beginning. And that was pretty cool. Like, I don't know if I'm going to, like, talk about this movie, like, I mean, I might talk about it kind of like I normally talk about it. But, I mean, like, it starts off, like, at pretty much the end of the first movie. Where the mom and that one chick are circling. I just watched that fucking movie the other day, too. I can't remember her name. But, yeah, she, Jason watching his mom pretty much just get fucking decapitated, But, can't remember what I was saying before I got sidetracked with how the movie started. I don't know. I'll probably get to it, huh? Yeah, it starts off like it starts off with that, and then like his mom or Jason comes up, grabs the machete, because Jason never died. He didn't die when he was a kid. A lot of people think that he's a revenant that like just grew up. But if you like watch the movies, The first, what, up till 4. He's alive up until 4, I think. That's when he actually dies. I'm so done with this bitch. I'm so used to, like, the other killing floors where they're, like, way more damaging. I'm, like, running around like a bitch right now. Alright. But, yeah, no, yeah, fuck. Yeah, it's like... Cool. Yeah, it's like he gets killed at the end of the 4th movie, I think. Whatever, like, the kid kills him, I think. And then he gets resurrected. Because when, what, after that, it's the shitty one with the fucking wannabe. That's not Jason. And then after that is when the adult Tommy Jarvis, I think that's his name, right? Fucking resurrects him on accident. Yeah, so no, Jason isn't just some revenant that died as a kid. A lot of people actually still do think that, and that's not the case. And in this movie, it's you know, I had to say that because in this movie he's a kid, and then he grabs the machete, walks away, fucks off, and like he lives like under the house or something like that. I don't know. He built like a tunnel, I think he lives in. So he's still like on the property, I believe. Because, like, you know, I don't know. About halfway through the movie, I kind of got bored. So I was like, I kind of know what happens already. So I just kind of, like, watched as I fucked around on my phone. So it's just like, yeah. I'm pretty sure the location of it is, like, on the property or still on the property of Crystal Lake. But, I don't know, like, but anyway, what does it have to do with weed, you got to be asking? Well, the beginning, this chick and her friends, I don't know whose idea it was, I don't know. They somehow found like the location for weed, right? Like a weed field. And I don't know, there's 5 of them, I believe, right? Yeah, because then there's a 3rd or 5th wheel, right? There's a nerdy guy that's single, and the other 2 are couple. But the other 4 are, you know, yeah. Anyway. Well, the nerdy guy, everybody's getting laid, or no, the 2 of them went off to just like, you know, just went off into the woods at night, right? And I think they came across Camp Crystal Lake and decided to go and check that out, while the other 2 decided to, you know, bang, because you know it's a Friday the 13th movie, and yeah. So the one guy, you know, he just goes off with the GPS. He figures out where the field is, and he's like, oh, it's only like a half a mile away from where we are, because they were like going through the woods looking for it, and they couldn't find it, so they decided to set up camp for the night. Well, the one guy, he figured that out, like, no, they're actually not that far. I don't know whose weed field it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's like a friend of theirs that planted it, or they planted it, or what, but it's not their field anymore. Jason shows up right when that guy finds the field and fucking just doesn't take kindly to him being there. I'm like, bro, I haven't seen this movie in a while. And last time I did, it was probably like a good 10, like, I don't know. It was after that. It was when it was on to the next group of people. You know, so I was just like, I totally forgot about that whole thing. And, yeah, it was pretty much like, you just don't fuck with Jason's weed. I was like, that's what it is. That's what this whole movie boils down to. They shouldn't have fucked with Jason's weed. Because then throughout the whole movie, he's just amped up, bro. I love how yoked up this one is in the sense of like, he's like, he runs. He'll like run at your ass and fucking, and throw that, and just slam that machete down into your fucking head like he does to one of them. I'm like, damn, I actually like that one. I don't know. I don't mind the movie, or the movie is just like a fucking Jason movie, pretty much, you know? Like, there's really nothing special about it. But I like the Jason in it. I really do like the Jason in that movie. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or what, but like, that one's pretty good. I think he's pretty intimidating. I don't think he's more intimidating, but, you know, he's intimidating. The little dude. I don't know. I found all those. I don't know what you get for doing some shit on these custom maps. Yeah, so that guy's dead, and then he like mutilates the people back at the campsite, 2 of them that are getting laid. Well, what it is like, the guy gets lured out pretty much, and then Jason grabs a chick and puts her in her sleeping bag and then ties her up above the fire. Yeah. And then as the guy's coming back, he put a bear trap. So the guy gets in the bear trap. This Jason's just savage. I like it. And then, as that guy is laying there, he goes to his house, which that's where the other two are. And yeah, that's where you kind of figure out, like, I don't know, like that's where they find the mom's head. And then Jason comes, and he goes under the house and slices up the boyfriend, just like slices him the fuck up, or like cuts, stabs up the floor, and gets him a couple of good times, and then rips him through, and then I don't know, yeah. The chick gets out, finds the guy in the bear trap, and then that's when Jason does the whole fucking run up and slams the fucking machete just like into the guy's fucking head. It's one of the more, I like that because it's I guess simple to the point, like what you would think I guess a slasher like that would do, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fucking killer, right? But like when you think about it, it's just like that's probably what would happen, right? It wouldn't be like all this like fancy shit unless like, they're total power trip, right? It's just more or less we gotta end the threat now because, you know, the faster it is, the better. But then again, you think about it, and he like takes the chick and puts her up in the sleeping bag above the fire. Like that's pretty, like, I don't know. But that was like I look at that as bait. Damn, he fucked my world. I should have parried. Or blocked at least. I keep forgetting to do that. Well, anyway, we're going to probably just end up fucking zipping through this bitch. Like, after he kills that one dude, he then goes after the chick, right? But, like, he runs up and starts, he winds up, but, like, and then it cuts to black. And then it moves to the next group, which is just, like, your generic fucking, I guess, like, your fodder, your kids that are in these kinds of movies. One of them's probably going to survive, and that's about it. Anyway. Yeah, they stop at a gas station. I don't know. That's pretty useless fucking information. Oh yeah, the girl that you think is dead, but whatever. That's her brother is looking for her. I can't believe I missed that. This thing, I love the Bone Crusher, but at the same time, it's like sometimes the range is rough for me at least. But her brother's going around bringing flyers, and they're at that gas station, and he butts heads with one of the fucking guys that his girlfriend's talking and empathizing and shit, and like he don't like that because he's nutless and I don't know. Yeah, so that's like a theme. Like her boyfriend's a douche, and I don't know. He's that guy. You just want to see him get fucking. I don't know. I don't even remember how he goes, but I know he does eventually. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're going to like a cabin that's kind of around where Jason is, and that's kind of what the problem. I don't know, right? You just don't do that. That was fun. She got yeeted. I love that. That's what I liked about this. The bash. I forgot. It's been a while. You fucker. Oh man. Well, I guess yeah, we'll just bang through it with like the kills. I guess I don't know. There's the people on the boat. They're on a speedboat. And I don't know. There's what they're doing this. They're skiing or whatever, and fucking Jason gets the guy, the driver with a bow and arrow, and the chick falls off like the board or whatever, and then she woohoo, yeah, use them as grenades like in KF2. Yeah, and then like the boat turns around and just like cracks her in the face, and like and she sees Jason like at the shore. Like I don't know why she didn't. I know that's you're in water and you have bad mobility, but I mean she could have moved out of the way and not fucking got creamed, and she probably would have had her face caved in. She probably wouldn't have just bounced off of it like that. But I'm not gonna pick it apart like that. Um, but she makes it to shore, and well, kind of, you know. But then she goes under the dock, and then Jason just fucking sticks it on, you know, sticks her through it. Yeah, perfect parry. Don't get shit out of it though. And oh yeah, you know what I got for times like these. Ding. She. Yeah, so she gets. There's this like I don't know. I always thought this one was iconic, because he like picks her up out of the water like through the deck, you know. I don't know, and she was topless. That's probably why I remember it so well, huh? Yeah, and then the next one that I remember was the dude in the tool shed. Yeah, he just fucking. Actually, the guy fights back pretty good. And kind of like I think he struggles a little bit if I remember right, and it wasn't like pathetically bad until it was. But unless I'm thinking of a different one, I don't know. I've watched so many fucking horror movies lately. But anyway, that guy ends up taking a I think it's a big old screwdriver. Damn it! Why am I spamming that? Big old screwdriver to the to the neck, pretty much. So that's fun. Ah, this little area is not going to be fun right here. Haha. And then there's the dude with the axe. I don't know. Those ones are kind of boring, I guess. I don't know. Like, there's not like a heck of a lot that can actually be said. I don't know. I wasn't really planning on talking about it like that. So I go through every single kill. It's just like, they're not really that like interesting, really. I don't know. It gets interesting when like the guy's sister and the chick's that one dude's girlfriend, the asshole's girlfriend, start getting a little closer, and then at like the end of the movie, hold on. Like when they're in the tunnel and he's getting the sister back, because the sister's alive, right? Because Jason, she looks like Jason's mother when she was young. So that's why he's like, he kept her around, kept her alive. So they're getting her out, and you'd think that the chick, cause she's the last one alive out of her friends. You think that like she's gonna survive. Well, she ends up fucking getting taken. She ends up getting killed by Jason, and it's a big moment. After a while of like them kind of, I guess, kiting Jason, if I remember right, I don't even remember. They end up getting to a like a barn that has a wood chipper in there, and they get him in. They get like a chain around his neck, and then throw it in there, and he's fighting back really well, and then she says her one-liner and sticks the fucking machete in his chest, and he goes in like backwards, and like it just stops to where it's like hitting the back of his head, so it's like it kills him, but it doesn't like pull him in and shred him up, because they wanted to make more movies, I think, and then like I don't know if the movie was well received. I mean, it's not as bad as like the Nightmare on Elm Street that came out, like that reboot. That one was fucking terrible. This is a lot better than that. But well, anyway, what they do is they have to have this moment, so they dump his body off that fucking dock, and then like as the brother's going to check on the sister, he pops through the dock, right? And yeah, it's like, oh, he's alive, but if you watch it, he's not like fucked up or anything. So it's just like that's probably the hallucination, right? Because at the end of the whatever first couple of movies there was the hallucinations that the chick saw the kid Jason at the end of the first one, and then the second one it was the mom, the dead mom, the zombie mother. Those were hallucinations. Those didn't happen. That's probably why people think that, Jason was like a revenant for the last like fucking 40 years if they didn't really pay attention to the movie. Well, he is just not all the whole fucking time. You know, he's not the whole. He's not. Yeah, there's a while where he's alive, and it would have been kind of cool if they kept it that way in this one, but they wanted to make another one and make it different. But I don't know. Again, like Friday the 13th went through a lot of rights problems. That's why the game failed because of it. You know, like, I'm pretty sure that's the exact reason. I don't think it was bad developers or anything like that. I think it was just the fact that the rights were fucked up. And then I think now they're good. So, yeah, either that game's going to be getting, like, redone or they're making a new one or I don't know. But, yeah, that's cool. That's going to be a thing. I don't know. It's not a bad movie, this Friday the 13th. I know I just kind of fucking rambled more than I normally do. That's because, like, I don't know. Yeah. A little kind of, I guess, rusty. I mean, I'm not the greatest to begin with. You guys know that. But, you know, I guess just being fucking hung up for a couple of days and after doing 3 a week. And then being sick and, yeah. I'm still a little fucked up. You probably hear that, but not an excuse. That's why this one's not like a fucking full serious one or anything like that. I mean, none of them really are, but, you know. This is just, like, way worse than normal. And more casual, I guess. Probably be one or like few pictures. I don't know if I'm going to do a shitload, but yeah, I'm going to definitely do Hatchet 3 on Monday. I watched it again the other day, but I might watch it again this weekend. But that one's good. I'm looking forward to that one. I enjoyed that one. It's better than the fucking second one. I know that the video for the second one was kind of rambly, but that's because I was trying to like kind of like filler a little bit in the beginning or anywhere. And I'd rather just get it done and out of the way, talk for a couple of rounds about fucking shit, you know what I mean? Maybe a recap, maybe this or that. But it's called for it. It's not... There wasn't that much in that. There's a lot of filler in it. There's like a good 20... Like, that movie could have been 20, 25 minutes shorter. It could have been. But they decided to talk. Because if your movie is too short, you can't, like, distribute it certain ways. You know, it has to be like an hour and 20 minutes to be in a theater. Is that him? There he is. It has to be like an hour and 20 or something like that to to technically get a theatrical release. And then I think it has to be over an hour and I can't remember to be like considered a full length or something. I can't remember. I remember looking this shit up not too long ago. But I thought it was fucking stupid. Because there's a lot of movies that do that. They filler. There's a lot of filler because they have to. It's just like, damn. It's why if you see a lot of like old, like obscure horror movies, and it's just like, why the hell is this scene here? What benefit does it have? It's there just to fill fucking 2 minutes. That's really all that it is. It's there just to fill some time. Because sometimes they'll literally throw shit in that has nothing to do with the fucking movie. It's wild. If you like, this happened a lot in like the 70s, just with like low budget movies. But like you'll see it in every decade, just in different ways. That's why you'll see a lot of movies that are like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and whatever like that, because like that's the bare minimum. And sometimes you have to be careful with those because those movies will have that filler bullshit that sucks. Yeah, motherfucker. Oh, come on. Come on, we need the mods. We need the mods. We need the mod system in this game. Come on, devs. Killing Floor 3. Did you guys see that there was like someone was saying that there was going to be a fucking, the update was going to be on the 23rd of October, but then I was like, I couldn't see anything official. So I'm not going to just believe some jackass online. Yeah. Just some rando, right? Yeah, motherfucker. Got your ass. Yeah. Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just, like, zoned out there the last, like, fucking... in the middle there, like, after... Because I was thinking about the kills, and I'm like, they're really kind of just like the old ones. Like, the asshole, he ends up cheating on his girl, right? And they were like banging upstairs or whatever, or somewhere. I don't even fucking remember. I told you I was like fucking zoning out at that point. And he kills him there. Like, it's just like the old movies. I don't know. Like I said, the movie's not awful. It's just not really original at all. Like, there's really nothing that they did differently, which I actually I would rather have that in today's. If you were gonna take that movie and put it in today's like aspect or whatever, like to hold it to today's standards, like compare it to other not today's standards, but compare it to movies of today, it's a fucking masterpiece. Like it's good because it's just a fucking Friday the 13th movie. That's all that it is. It's not trying to do anything different, except for make Jason a little different, which I like this Jason. Like I think he's fucking intimidating. I think that he's just fucking just darts at you the way like he's just a big, tall, imposing guy. Like he's skinny. Like that's the one thing that I think is like probably the negative on this one is that he's a skinny guy, but he like makes up for it with just being fucking savage and ruthless. Like I would have actually liked to have seen sequels for this particular Jason, but probably not going to happen. Anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling and let you get on with your day or night. If you would just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean the world to me. You have a good one, and I will catch you on the next one.